money back, money back, money back. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what plastic. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Out left side here to Bryant. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want
to offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit!
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Larson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Larson being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Larson, he'll buy some time right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
We got three, fellas.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing to start the drive. Larson. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on second down. Larson. And that'll be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Gone!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Larson. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that stinks.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A very solid gain of 27.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Now Gordon on first down. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard! Leopard!
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw to Barkley on the check down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on 1st down. Larson. And the tight end Olsen, right side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. From the gun, Larson escaping the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot!
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Larson. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. It's their quarterback punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. Operating from the gun. Larson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing again. Larson sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Leopard! Leopard!
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Mayfield on play action. On the move to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's a give to Barkley. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 49 yards out. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Off play action. Larson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Larson. This is Gordon on the dump-off. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flush to his right. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Larson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Now look at 56.
From the gun, Larson. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. Olsen too much. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. On first down, Larson. O'Neill's got it, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Looking to throw. Larson. Dancing to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Gold now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Jack, Patriot! Patriot! Leopard! Leopard!
Wide, get wide.
To throw again. Larson rolling to his left. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake. Larson lets it fly for Thielen. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Adam Thielen, 31 yards. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will extend this big lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were.
And now here is another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right. But in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw. Larson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Larson lets it fly for Thielen. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Larson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Off-play action. Larson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Larson. Buying time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Third and long for Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw it, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and a Charger first down.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
first and 10. Larson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
I got 19. I got 19.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Larson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Larson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Now it's Barkley. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey!
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Carr. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Tight end right.
Now let's go. 319.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Barkley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
All right, here we go.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
To throw on 3rd down. Larson. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, How about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Back to throw. Larson. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class is starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
One last shot from Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.